If you're an industry professional and you're at a point where you know you have valuable services to provide in your industry and you want to explore becoming a consultant, here are 4 questions that my executive coach gave me that helped me come up with the foundation to understand how to package my deep knowledge and expertise. So the first question she asked me was, who is asking for your advice? Who's asking for your expertise? And what this did was allow me to think about my avatar. And so we often hear in business about creating an avatar, but I never thought about it in terms of looking at patterns of who's already coming to me. The second question that she asked me was, what problem are they trying to solve? And what this did was help me conceptualize my value proposition. As you can imagine, with 20 years of experience, there's so many things that I've been exposed to that I was having a hard time narrowing down what services to provide. But looking at that pattern of who's coming to me, what their levels at their organizations were, what their job titles were, and what problem they were trying to solve, it helped me understand what the market wants out of that huge suite of expertise that I have. And so that helped me come up with my value proposition and got me started thinking about ways to market my services. The third question that she asked was, what is the thought process that you use to begin to try to help them solve their problem? And so I talked through that, and what that did was allow me to come up with a basic framework. By looking at all the people that have come to me in the past and what they tend to ask for and how I tend to think through it, it allowed me to come up with a step-by-step process that I use. And that is a framework for a consultancy. So it's one thing to provide very ad hoc services. It's another to create a framework, which allows you to basically provide the same level of service every time. People know what to expect. You know how to explain to them what you're offering. And it allows your consultancy to be scalable if you ever want to either sell the framework or expand your organization to include people who have to follow your same process. And the fourth question that she asked me was, if you had a magic wand and you could create a team to go and solve these problems for this avatar, what would that team look like? What would they be doing? And this forced me to think about capabilities. And this was important for a few reasons. Number one, like I said, I have this expansive career with all these different things that I've done and experienced and been successful at. But thinking about what a team would do to replicate my thought process or framework made me think about my own capabilities, my suite of capabilities, right? And how they apply to what I'm trying to do. And this helped me, number one, understand how to speak about myself and why I'm the right person to help people solve these problems. And number two, it helped me think about the future. One pro tip, and this is a bonus, that she gave me was, if you think about things in terms of a team executing for you, where you've removed yourself as the only person that can execute this framework and solve these problems, is when you begin to charge and set up your pricing structure, you think about it in terms of that next step and not getting paid as a solo consultant. You think about that value in terms of what it would take for you to step out of the picture, and you set your prices accordingly. So after answering all those questions, like I had no idea what she was getting at, she looked at me and said, well, there's your consultancy. And I said, hey, you tricked me into getting over my mental block and figuring out exactly how to package my skills. So hopefully this was helpful for you too. And if you have questions, leave them in the comment section.